Evening, everyone. It's 10 after 7 on Sunday night, the 3rd, and this is your Sunday evening gold update. Gold and futures as it's evolved into. It's also video number 961. And I want to remind everyone to please hit that subscribe button and the like if you do like the work. Okay, so this is the gold, and it's up about 580 tonight. Has been ever minorly higher. You can see it's kind of difficult to see here, uh, but it is up. But what I really want to point out is 1751 and a half, 1751.7, 758.4, and tonight's 764.90, up 6.5. Okay, so um, let's go to the daily. And as you can see, I'll bring it in a bit. As you can see, we're really trying here. Thursday, Friday, tonight. If we can stay above these closes in here, uh, Thursdays was 1757, Fridays was 1758.40. I mean, they didn't look like much on Thursday and Friday, but of course, Thursday we were up $34 off that low. It actually looked here like it was going to break to the downside, but with the move on Thursday and the follow through on Friday, it looks like they're trying to turn the 5 day back to the upside. And I'm particularly encouraged with that. If we can hold on a closing basis above that, let's just call it, well, we have this close here at 52 and this one at 51.70. If we can hold above this 52.53 area and in fact hold above the 58 area and move to the upside, I could see a possible turn here. The reason that I showed you the weekly, as I said, we really haven't done much in 3 weeks, even though we had a pretty major down day and a pretty major up day. The silver looks a little bit better than this. As you know, I've been more bearish on the gold than the silver because the silver just doesn't really look like it wants to break to the downside. It did the same thing last week, had a big move to the downside, but again, same situation here. Closed 22.33, closed 22.42, closed 22.53. So this is actually a couple of up weeks followed by today. And on the daily basis on this one, pull it in a little. You can see it's the same basic thing, except that the gold has, more supply right away. The silver is pretty much clearing it. So if we can get a move here back to the upside, I'd be very impressed. As far as the rest of the futures, oil is down 6 cents, nothing meaningful. Nat gas is up 12 cents. That's not really meaningful, and it does concern me because of in tonight's comment, you'll see, because of the big decline that we had in open interest. It doesn't show on the daily, but on the weekly, it's very obvious, which means that last week and the week before were short covering, moving it higher. So I'm actually looking for the nat gas to do some serious backing and filling. Coffee has been phenomenal. Tonight's note on the charts with comments. Coffee was up $10 on Friday and really looks great. The S&P, Nasdaq, and the rest of the market are all slightly higher. I'm not terribly impressed. I was not terribly impressed with Friday. But of course, we did have some cross currents because of the end of the quarter. Bitcoin is down 75, while Ethereum is up 110. That's 3% up on Ethereum and something less than a half a percent on the Bitcoin, and the bonds are basically unchanged. But I really kind of like the bonds here. We're already long. I would not hesitate to add to this if, in fact, we were to turn higher again. Looks to me like, we've really tried in here. It's just really kind of interesting. If you ignore tonight, just the last 4 days, this is what's called a GAN, four-legged bottom. And it generally will resolve solidly to the upside. You can see that the 5 day has already started to try and level out here. A move above, this is 160.22. This is 160.31. If we could get above 161, this would, I think, be off to the races, at least up to the 62.5 area, which would be very profitable, and I would add to that position. All right, everyone. I hope everyone had a good long weekend, and I'll be back first thing in the morning. Have a good evening, and don't forget